Supreme Rising. Oh damn. Supreme Rising. You already know the vibes. So you see the title. I just learned something. I just learned something. Ooh. You know, everybody be talking about all the negative shit that people be trying to do. Destiny swap, steal this, steal that, say this, say that, lie about this, lie about that, non accountability this, non accountability that. Check this out. You ain't gonna get no access to nothing. You ain't gonna get no access to anything. Divine was like laughing. And it was like early this morning, it was like, let me show you something real quick. I had some thoughts like a few days ago. Like it was a lot of downloads coming in. I mean, a lot of stuff. And I was supposed to like go do uploads to the certain values, right? And I knew what it was. I was just like, I be having a lot going on, yo. Like I be trying to take on a lot of responsibility by myself, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really don't got no support at all. You know what I'm saying? And you got so much hate against you behind it. It's like that energy is trying to stop you from going forward, right? So I don't even pay attention to none of that shit. I just keep putting my best foot forward. Whatever foot that is. The best one, even if it's a step or a half a step, I put it forward and I keep going. So the thoughts I was having, right? And Divine said only individuals who are willing to take responsibility in the right way will have the hell is this? Oh, okay. People who take responsibility in the right way of the divine will get this particular this particular piece of like the knowledges that we get. That's how you'll get whatever you need to get from the Almighty. So he like, yo, you in good standing. But let me show you something though. So all these thoughts I was getting or whatever, I'm having all these thoughts. I'm having all these thoughts, right? And the thoughts is like telling me things to say to people, right? They're telling me what's happening, what's to come, what to point out, little things that you can comprehend. And I noticed this, and I'm like, I'm tired, Divine. I need to rest. Divine said, okay. And that's what, and like I've been resting, right? And meditating at the same time. So the thoughts that I was having, I know I was the only one having these thoughts. And this is what made me laugh at it. Cause while I'm getting these downloads, people be trying to steal shit, right? So I'm like, why they be trying to steal, knowing that they can't have access to a higher vibration at that lower conception, right? So then what was funny was I seen somebody I don't even know. Never seen them a day in my life. Don't even know the female. Never met her a day in my life. She said verbatim everything that was in my vision. And I said, huh. Then that gave me, don't jump the gun, females. Please don't jump the gun, because that's what y'all love to do with the ego. Stay right there, please. And that's what made me comprehend something, because there was a knowledge from back in the day that was spoken about Ezekiel that I talked about. And I was like, speaking towards the value of if Ezekiel was held to so much of a high honor or regard in the eyes of the Most High, and also he was inlaid with all the laws of divinity, then that means anything attached to him also followed those laws. And the only time they mention his wife is when she passed away. So this is man's version of, what's the right word, omitting truth. So they omitted the fact of her existence with Ezekiel. And Ezekiel was supposed to be held at a high regard. So she couldn't be mentioned by the Most High as somebody dying and being held important unless she played an important role in his life. You get what I'm saying? So, and that would have to be evenly yoked and everything else that goes with the whole package. My point for saying that is naturally, if you're doing the right thing, you don't have to steal nothing because it'll come directly to you. I didn't even have to tell her, yo, I didn't have to reach out to her, friend her page, none of that. I didn't even have to like the post. I just listened. And I was like, that's identical 3 days ago of what I was supposed to put out. And Divine said, let me show you something. He said, the ones that are doing the work will get the knowledge. I have responsibility with me. That means I will take and pick up the biggest box that people don't want to carry and go throw that shit real quick. That's me in a nutshell. That's always been me since I was a kid. I'm helping. I'm gonna get it done real quick. Slow down, you're gonna break something. Nah, I got it. I might mess around and hurt myself. But in the process, I was always willing to help. That loyal energy, right? That's why Divine give me things. Because I'm the same person I was since I started. And Divine said, everybody who comes in that innocent energy will always receive from me. There is no worry. And he said to show you how they're making this negative aspect about what's happening with people bigger than what it is. I'm going to show you the false representation to it. So while you getting frustrated and you're lacking that energy of non-content, you can't pull in that divine energy. It's because you've already chose a side within your actions. So a lot of times people be trying to do stuff, right? When the choice, the decision to allow you to fail has been made before your existence. Shit crazy. No, way before you was even existing. You talking about divine, the knower of all things, not the seer. We are seers because we grow into knowing. Divine, the knower of all things. It's like, let it play out. Certain things that don't know like divine do still are seeing through their failures. They might have been locked up for like 20 days. It's like 20,000 years. And concept to a representation of how we procure things, how we understand things. What I'm saying to you, universal circumstances have to dwindle down. And people think that they can have a negative output in a house of someone else's. No, it's just a long played out karma. And you don't even see it. Like, you're never gonna be like, oh, I'm doing this for no reason. Oh, I'm doing this because no, and some people say, well, it worked over here and it worked over there. No, it never worked. It never worked. You just believed it worked on certain people that had secrets inside of them that really wasn't connected to divine. So when people did do those type of things at certain aspects, they didn't take anything great. They just took what greatness was left from the people that they took it from. Don't let that go over your head. Everybody's blessed with divinity. Everybody that's created from divine, everybody got that spark. You may waste some of that. You may mess up some of that. And somebody may hit you with the boo 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 in the world. They may do you with the do, whatever they do, right? And when they do that, it actually works. And people will say, well, it worked this time. How come it ain't working on them? It didn't, it never worked. It never worked. You just got whatever was left from a person who was already judged by divine. Somebody who was already like whatever little piece they had left inside of it, they had already threw it away. So when you was able to cipher energy and y'all make y'all mistakes as being evil people, yeah, that's all you got. And it felt so good to you, you thought you did something. That ain't never a reality. It's you can't sell your soul. You can't sacrifice nobody. You can't do nothing. Only thing you can do is fulfill the role of a thought pattern. Literally, that's all you can do is fulfill the role of a thought pattern. And those roles start to be fulfilled, and divine say, okay, that's what they doing. I don't make this shit up. It's just what it is. Divine showed me directly. He say, look, let me show you. This person got it. See, they picked it up. Don't even worry about it. And I was like, you know what? Starting out this bill, people still ain't gonna comprehend. Like they go until I get to the point. Like, and still, I don't think people are gonna understand because audacity is a veil. Like certain things block you from knowing shit because you have those particular energies inside you, so they block you. And then you'll be like, why this happened? Why that happened? Or why it didn't go this way? Why it didn't go that way? Why I thought? You're not supposed to think anything when it comes to creations of divine. You're supposed to just do. I can feel some type of way, but passing judgment is not my job. Self control is what allows me to control the way I feel about things. And if I can't do that, I'm not conducive. And if man doesn't see you're not conducive, there's a system that can see you're not conducive. Shit, fuck around and find out if you want to. But the only thing I'm saying is, if what was for you, it would be for you all the time, and you'll always have access to it. Like, I love being in service to the divine, and that's not a question in my head. It's never been a doubt. I'd never let go of the Almighty. The problem with other people, they never had it or let go a long time and expect to take something from people that will put them back in the same position that they failed themselves on. And even if you try to give them the right comprehension to it, and impatience, impurities, and negative energy, it always multiplies to the same equation. So you can't be those things and then think the ending of your equation is gonna come out to some value to where you're like, yeah, this is successful. Nah, you walked into that to fail. You know what I'm saying? I've told people this shit. Like, divine will give you just to watch you mess it up so you can feel bad about it. It's like, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. All right, I'm gonna help you. Here you go. Now, don't you start that shit you know you be doing. And soon as this it start coming, you start feeling yourself, getting your energy, plotting and planning. That negativity just slip right inside you again. It come right inside you like a invisible wisp of smoke. That's a snake. How many of y'all know this? And y'all need, yeah, I be listening to the Ethiopian Bible too. Like, I be listening to the, like, how many of y'all knew that Adam and Eve committed suicide? Yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there. How many of y'all knew Adam and Eve committed suicide, yo? I ain't about to go deep into that, but I be listening to the Ethiopian Bible, and it's a lot of, like, the way it's told is way different. It ain't nothing like the Bible, yo. They really be like, it's interesting to keep it 100. It's really interesting. If somebody was to do a movie and they did it right and they did it out of Ethiopian Bible, I think that would rock the world. Like, talking about what that would rock, and you can't do it like a whitewash and none of that. You have to do it accurately, not a depiction or we're gonna do this. No, remove all hatred, and just do it. If you do that, it will literally rock the entire planet because that book is powerful, yo. That book is powerful. I'm just saying, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but Divine said, not words. The feeling I got from Divine was judgment has already been passed. People think it's something and the anticipation coming. The anticipation is growth. Growing into the direction of which you're going to be carried over into, despite comprehensions of situations that we're familiar with. You're gonna see a different type of change, but you're also going to see another change of detriment take place. And those two balances is what's going to procure the distance in between where people should go and where you shouldn't go. The line is going to be deep in the sand. You're going to see exactly what it is you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. That's the times we walking in. And it's not going to be oh, I'm sorry, like all that's about to come to an end. You're going to have to know it's been too long that people have already known right from wrong, and for that to continue happening, and you personally don't take, individual accountability. That's why supposedly suicide is a sin, because the first ones who committed suicide, they didn't want to suffer, right? They didn't want to take the penance of what they, and then supposedly in the Ethiopian Bible, the Messiah came to find them when they were sent in the world and bring them back to Eden, right? So it gets deep, yo. It's a lot more. I need to get into it or whatever. It's a lot more, but it's real dope how they got the Ethiopian Bible. I hope they keep it from being distorted. I really do. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Just wanted to share this with you and all that. If it helps it, you know what I'm saying? You already know the vibes. NAGA the Wise, man. Holla at me.